What up, YouTube? Uh-oh, I had to plug in the power cord. All right, so I'm gonna cook, guys. I'm gonna do some cooking. I have the skillet out, so I got the electric skillet out that I had bought. I got it out, and now so I'm gonna try it. So I hadn't tried it yet, so I thought I'd go ahead and give it a whirl and see how it does in the truck, because a lot of you guys ask me all the time about different things. So we're gonna see if this skillet is suitable basically for being on the road. So I'm gonna throw a little butter in here. We're gonna throw a little butter in the skillet. It's already hot. I'm running it strictly off the APU right now. So I'm using 275 degrees. Now I eat my steaks medium rare, so 275 is plenty good. It may take an extra little bit of time to cook. Guys, I really can't see the comments, but welcome everybody. I'll have to get the other phone out so I can maybe read comments. What's going on, Bob? Bobby, I'm trying the new skillet out, man. So I'm trying the skillet out and gonna see how this goes. Let me get this up here so I can see some comments. Here we go. So Gary made pork chops in his. How many watts is it? I don't remember. But it'll run up to 375 degrees. Now it's on right now. It's set at 275. The APU's running. So I'm not making pork chops. I'm making New York strip steaks tonight. We'll see how they turn out. Hopefully pretty good, right? Hopefully. Well, Lucas, I'm gonna try and cook some steak, buddy. Hopefully, that's the goal anyhow. We're gonna cook a little steak. I got two of them. I'm gonna cook them both, and even if I don't eat them both, I can put the other one in the fridge and eat it tomorrow. Heat it up in the microwave if it's already cooked, and save me some hassle. She's a sizzling. I figured I better do something because the Cubs are getting their ass kicked. Put the lid on it and pop a window. I may have to pop a window open here in a minute. Actually, I can't even do that now. I have to pop the door open. Yeah. How funny is that? That's all right. Pop the door open for a minute, just a little bit. Give it some room to get out. Hey, Will, if you have to put that much effort into seasoning your steak, you need to buy a different steak, brother. That's all I can say. Right? You can do that much. I have the air fryer right here. Here's the air fryer. I haven't pulled it out of the box yet. I wanted to try to skillet today. Oh, red is really good. Now I eat my medium rare, so, and I don't mean medium rare like pink medium rare. I mean I eat them medium rare. So they'll be bleeding a little bit. I'm at the Loves in Richmond, Indiana. So I left the yard today. I did 535 miles, I believe. Yeah, 536 and a half. And I'm sitting at the Loves in Richmond, Indiana. This has always been one of my go-tos. They always have parking here, it seems like. Right now, half the front parking lot's under construction. So it's probably going to fill up pretty quick tonight, if I had to guess. If I had to guess. Precision on the cook for you. Dryers in Bakerfield. I hate going to Dryers over there, man. I guess you're picking up oranges over there, ain't you? If you're in Bakersfield, usually that's oranges, I believe, out of that one. Right there in all the damn orange groves too. It's pretty going in there. some of this vape stuff up. So guys, I'm still using this new Freemax tank I bought. And Freemax, thanks Bobby, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. This Freemax tank gives you a lot of flavoring. Let me take this off, guys. I don't even think it's hooked up. You guys still hear me all right, right? If I don't have that headset on? I believe I disconnected it. So how am I going to clean the skillet? Well, it's non-stick. I'm going to use water. I got paper towels, I got water, and I got some soap. So that, I'm going to hope that I can figure it out. If not, I'll unplug it. I'll literally carry it inside the legs and clean it. If I have to. Allison, how's the exercise going? Alan, it's going good. I've been doing all my programs every day. I'm sore. I'll just be honest with you. From right here, all the way down the back of my arm, both my legs, you know, my thighs, everything, my hamstrings, everything's really, really sore. The skillet was $30. I bought this one on Amazon for 30 bucks and had it delivered to my P.O. box at the yard. So 30 bucks, that's all I paid for it. The air fryer for this one, I think I paid like $139, I think. I don't remember for sure. But it might have been $139 I paid for the air fryer. I don't recall. Yeah, Bobby, I am. Guys, I miss just like being alone, doing my thing, doing what I do. It's just kind of how I like it. How much is a P.O. box at Prime? It's they charge you a $10 key fee, and then it's $1.25 a week after that. They take all that out of your check. You don't have to like pay them money. They take it all out of your check. My last student, Bobby, I don't blame you. Guys, it gets tough, man. It gets tough for us. It really does. Yeah, I don't think people understand that. This is a small, confined space. You can see, right? I'm standing in it. I'm trying to cook in it. This is a really small, confined space. So I know I saw... I didn't see. I listened to Chad Rich's live earlier, and a lot of people were asking about the shirts. And guys, we're just gonna have to wait on that, okay? We will see about that later on. What's going on, Kiana? Kiana, I'm finally cooking in my skillet. Finally cooking in my skillet. Oh, Eric's finally upgrading. All right, Eric, good, man. Good. Yeah, revitalize, yeah. Being solo will revitalize you. Still, Lucas, I don't know. You might be able to ship it over to the Wilson yard, though. I like, so, how do I like the Peterbilt compared to the Freightliner? Well, I mean, I've only got 14,000 miles on the Peterbilt, but I really like it. I'll just be honest with you. I really like the ride. I really like the interior package. It's very comfortable. It's very nice to sleep in at night. The bed is like super big compared to the Freightliner bed. It's nice. And guys, just, I mean, fuel mileage, I got 9.2 miles to the gallon today at 62 miles an hour. So I set the cruise at 62 today, left the yard. All right. I climbed the hills on 44 in Missouri. Illinois is flat, of course. Indiana's flat. But I got 9.2 miles to the gallon. My belly's getting bigger, guys, instead of smaller, man. I have been starving this week. Like, my metabolism's up, and man, I can't eat enough food. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Oh, they're cooking. The steaks are cooking. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna try to turn it up just a little bit. I don't even need to. It's at 325. That's plenty good. So this one heated up really fast, guys. I literally plugged this thing in and turned it on shortly before I started the live. And it got the temp like that. Now you just heard the inverter beeping for low voltage, but I had turned the dial up to 350. I turned it back down, so it seems at 275, 300, it's having no problem running that. So I just have to keep in mind when I go to cook stuff that I need to cook it at 300. So it may take me a little longer to cook something than it normally would. That's the big thing. What's going on, babes? Get a grill? Yeah, I mean, it's a good day. Okay, so Dwayne asked about Mr. Brown's truck. Mr. Brown called me yesterday. Him and two other guys that were going company that upgraded last week, they rented them a car and are having them drive to Pittston to pick up their trucks. So Mr. Brown probably has no idea yet on what kind of truck he's getting, but hopefully he will know soon. What am I eating with the steak? I have macaroni and cheese and corn that I'm going to make after the steak. How many watts does it have? I don't know how many watts the skillet pulls. Might be able to find out. I mean, it's right here. Here's the box. The inverter in this one's only 15. It doesn't say how many watts it pulls. Heats as high as 460 degrees. It doesn't say. I probably have to look it up. I can probably look it up. 1 million watts, right? Someone's saying 900. Drew's saying 900. Dang, Bobby took 2 weeks off. Big money Bobby. Instead of Ricky Bobby, it's Big Money Bobby. So I got a couple things today. There's a new dash cam for the Peterbilt. And here's the thing I'll have to figure out how to use. It's a GoPro. So I got a GoPro to start doing some filming with, guys. We'll see how that goes. Hey, John, I may never get another student. I'm just going to be honest with you. My student days may be over. O-V-E-R. They may be completely over. We'll just have to wait and see. Flick those steaks over. I'll come sit over here on the chair and talk to y'all. Oh, my chair's gonna raise up. That'll help a little bit. The guy beside me moved, so I've got bobtails on each side of me, and they are both now parked all the way in the back against the curb, away from the APU and the reefer. Back in the APU shop. Ooh. Yeah, hey Rodriguez, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Oh, Kiana, when did you, so Kiana, I guess Kiana ordered a Freightliner. Kiana, when are you getting a truck? So what kind of money am I giving up? A lot. A lot, to be honest with you. But if I continued to do training, I did it for 14 months. If I continued to do it at the rate I was doing it, I probably would have ended up giving up trucking in 6 months. That's just reality of it. The money's great. The stress is through the freaking roof, guys. It's terrible. Terrible. APU's beeping again. Or the inverter is. Not the APU, but the inverter. What's going on, Jason? Rodriguez, you could use that for anything as long as it works. Yeah. Just the stress level from training, man, it's pretty high. It's pretty outrageous. The guys at Prime that have been training for like 10 years since it began, 5 years, 7 years, whatever, most of them are PSD only. They don't even do TNT. Most of them are PSD only. And most of them live in Springfield. They take on 2 or 3 students at a time, run them up to Chicago, they'll have one in their truck and 2 at the hotel. So what they'll do is on like Monday, they'll say, okay, you and you, John and Joe, tomorrow, you guys are doing pre-trip all day. And then they'll take Steve and they'll grab a load to like Clarksville, Arkansas, or Little Rock out of the yard, and they'll go run a 200-mile load down and 200 miles back. So the student gets 400 miles in the truck, driving, delivers a load, and then, the next day they'll just switch them out. That's usually how that works. So Chad Rich woke me up at 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, Christy, I think you would. Plenty of people come here. Plenty of people come here in their 40s, 50s. I even had a student who was 66. Plenty of people come here at an older age. At 43, I mean, you're just starting to kick it, especially for a woman. For a single guy, can you make a good living? What, training? Yeah, hopefully your AC is running. That wouldn't be good if it wasn't. That little puppy ears be biting you. So steaks are just cooking away. Yeah, they're cooking. Because I like a medium rare, it's probably not going to take very long. Do a little butter in there tonight. Do a little butter in there. Let me get this butter put up. God. Give me a couple cheese cubes. I eat a lot, guys. I've been picking out here recently. Here wearing me out. Well, I keep dripping a bunch of water from the steam on my bed, so I have to do something to combat that. Like I said, it's the first time I've used it, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve to get all the odds and ends down. I bought these today. Complete protein drinks. I got these at Walmart. I guess it's like Muscle Milk. I don't know. I just know I want to lose some weight, or I'm not even necessarily worried about the weight as I am worried about everything just tightening up, right? I mean, that's ultimately what I want. It ain't necessarily the weight I'm trying to get off. I want to look better, right? I can still be 210 pounds as long as everything's where it belongs. Yeah, vapes, I think you can. What's going on, Valken? Valken, I know a guy who left here and went and did that. He was in Dallas. I'm sure it's different depending on what part of the country you're in. He left in November, and he got back first week of February. He came back first week of February. He didn't like it. He said he'd never worked so hard in his life for $18, $19 an hour. He said he had to load the truck, unload the truck, because you do it all yourself at every stop. So I guess it just depends on who you are and what you're okay with doing. Orlando. Oh, we have a lot of regular customers in Minnesota, Albert. A lot. We have a lot of customers in Minnesota. There's all kinds of freight in and out of Minnesota. From up there in the Tri-Cities to down off of 90. Yeah, Kevin, we haul out. Yeah, a lot out of, yeah. All the way up and down through there, man. There's all kinds, dude. That whole area, man. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, all of that. Yeah, there's a ton of freight. Wisconsin's got good freight, too. Appleton. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Twin Cities? Yeah, Twin Cities. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of freight goes in there and comes out of there. I mean, like a lot, too. Oh, I can't eat corn tonight, guys, because I don't remember where my can opener is. And I'm freaking hungry tonight, so I guess I'm just going to eat, like, mac and cheese with it. One thing I am going to do, make sure I do like I'm doing tonight, and I know Kiana does this as well when she cooks. I'm going to cook enough for like today and tomorrow. So there's enough steak there for today and tomorrow. So tomorrow I won't have to worry about cooking again. So I get everything cleaned up tonight and it's over with. I don't have to worry about cooking for a couple days. So that'll be kind of nice. Yes, Lucas, it does. It goes up and down by itself. It does. It's the seat remembers where you have it set, and so when you get in and out of it, it goes up and down. Steak, having New York strip steak and macaroni and cheese. I want to turn this a little bit, but I don't want to mess it up too bad because it's in a pretty good spot. It's in a pretty good spot. Yeah, I mean, look, it just all depends, guys. That's another thing that guy that went to McLean's was talking about. He said the money was, some weeks was good, some weeks it sucked. Because like all the older guys had all the good routes. So he was like gonna have to eat shit for like 3 or 4 years before he could get on some of the better paying routes at McLean's, whatever you want to call it. And so he just said, hell with it, he came back to Prime. But he didn't stay. I'll be honest with you. He left in November. He came back in February, and he went to the oil fields shortly thereafter. He didn't stay at Prime very long. He just used it to supplement some income while he was waiting on some oil field stuff to go through. But now he's down in the oil fields down there. Yeah, right, Kiana, it does. I spent my 30-minute break today. I was actually on the phone with Chad Rich. Well, no, I just stopped. I wasn't even a 30-minute break. It was a food break. I stopped real quick and ate. And wanted to get my metabolism, make sure my metabolism was still pumping. So I went and ran the stairs. If any of you are familiar with 44 in Missouri, there's a rest area just west of St. Louis. It's in the middle. It's in the median. And it's got some hellacious stairs going up and down. And I went and ran the stairs up and down quite a few times to make sure my metabolism stayed in high gear today. Yeah, I actually stopped at Walmart in Effingham today. So guys, Walmart, Effingham, Illinois has truck parking. You cannot park there overnight. They will run you off. They only want you there to shop and leave. So if you get off at the exit for like the Flying J, it's the same exit as the Flying J, and you head north, there are signs that say truck turnaround route. If you follow that truck turnaround route, and there's signs all the way for it, you will see the truck parking in the Walmart on that thing. So you just pull in there, park, and then when you pull out, you just continue to follow the truck turnaround route, and it puts you back on the interstate. Ridge, I don't even know. They're suck right now. I'm afraid to even look at the score. It was 5-0. It was 5-0. Yeah, the working out is going well. Like I said, I'm just hungry like all the freaking time right now. So today was cross knees, you know, elbows to knees, or knees to elbows, however you want to say it. So today was cross knees and walking. Yeah, John, I actually have a couple buddies that work over at Werner, and they're on a Dollar General dedicated, and they do really well. Don't get me wrong, they do really well, and they're home a lot. But you know, they say it's some work. They do some work, but they get to deliver right by their house. See, the thing about that Dollar General account is most of the stores don't receive on the weekends because that's their busiest time. So most of the stores receive Monday through Friday, and some of them don't even receive on Friday. So he said he had to eat ass for like a year on it. He didn't like it, you know, he was hating it, but he was toughing it out, and he's glad he did, because now he has a route that delivers right by his house on Friday, and he's only like 120 miles from the warehouse, so he doesn't leave until Sunday evening at like 6 or 7. So he's home for 2 full days every week, and he's taking home over $1,400. So he's happy. Dude, hey, payment, my appetite's through the roof. Through the roof, man. Big time. Oh. Yeah, like this morning I ate, I was at the yard, I was at Springfield, and I went and I had 3 eggs over easy, a piece of toast to suck the yolk up, you know, off the plate, one of the big old huge hot sausage links, and a scoop of hash browns with cheese and onions. So I have these. I think this is what you're talking about, Pavement, right? Because I bought a pack today. So I bought a pack of these today. I've never tried them. I hope it doesn't taste like shit. I guess we'll find out. It probably will if I had to guess. 24 grams of protein in it. See, I keep forgetting I'm cooking. That still looks all right. Remember, I'm cooking at a really low temperature, guys. So it's going to take a while for these steaks to cook. Because it is such a low temp. Yeah, 5 to nothing still, that don't surprise me. Yeah, John, you get a hell of a workout. Yeah, I mean, well, and they're company drivers over at Werner. You know, they're both company drivers at Werner, and they both pretty much have the same kind of deal. They were actually buddies. I met one of them like in truck driving school in 2006, and they went to Werner then. They've been at Werner ever since. So yeah, Bobby, I saw that today. Me and Chad Rich were talking about that. It's a sad day. Beth Chapman died today. Her battle with cancer ended. Philip, I wish. I don't know when they're going to do it. They've talked about getting rid of the 30-minute rule, but I haven't seen a change yet. I haven't seen no changes yet, man. What's going on, Gino? So when I start seeing the changes, I will let you guys know what they are. Because I have no clue what they are. Had a subscriber see me today at the Flying J in Effingham. He was pulling out and he saw me, but I guess his trainer was driving and they were leaving, so they just went on. What I have is good. Well, we'll see. I'm eating like every 3 hours. I'm trying to eat something. Like I stopped today every 3 hours and ate some cheese cubes and some lunch meat, no bread. I didn't make sandwiches or nothing. I just ate 7, 8 cheese cubes and 4 or 5 sliced pieces of roast beef. Yeah, John, baseball is my only sport. I really don't follow the rest. Like, I'll watch the Super Bowl when it's on. Not really root for anybody, but I'll watch it, especially if it's going to be a good game. One thing I can do is I can sit down and watch any college football game if it's a good game. So any college football game that's actually a good game, I will sit down and watch. I don't care who's playing. I can sit down and watch it. I really enjoy college football. I just don't like watching it be 60-0, 50-0, 50-10. That shit I don't like watching. That's for sure. Heck yeah. Yeah, pavement. I mean, that's what Coach said. Every 3 hours, put something in your body. Don't sit down and eat a full meal every 3 hours, but put something in your body every 3 hours. So I've been doing that. I would not be surprised if I gain weight this week. That's just the truth. Grazing. Oh, Mrs. David H is in the house. Hello, Mrs. David H. I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try. Pavement, I mean, like today I actually did my workout in the parking lot at Prime. This is the first time I didn't hide in my truck. I just said to hell with it. I got out next to my truck. I did my entire 17-minute workout and was done with it. I figure, you know what, if people want to look at me and laugh or whatever, fuck them as they're sitting there eating their cheeseburgers. Laugh at me while you're eating your ho-hos. That's okay. That's just part of it, I guess. Just part of it. I have to watch these steaks and make sure I don't overcook them. Somewhere here I should have. That's the other thing, man. I'm doing all this with plastic utensils, guys. We put like some paper towels down here to catch this water. There's a lot of water comes off of this damn thing from the steam. It cut into here. Guys, these things are cooked. I need to get them off the... Oh yeah, they're done. I need to turn this thing off. Steak is done. The only thing is, you know, you don't have no browning on the outside this way because I didn't cook it at a real high temp. I cooked it at that low temp for 30 minutes. Right at 30 minutes at that super low temp, and they're done. They are completely done. Get her unplugged. Give the batteries a second to recover before I cook something else. I think I might cook some rice-a-roni to go along with it instead of mac and cheese. So my bed's full of crap right now. You have to excuse me. I haven't really put up the groceries yet from Walmart, the dry stuff. It's new. So the guys, these are really good. They're probably not good for me, but these are pretty good. Yeah, I drove 535 today, Kiana. I got like 4 something to go tomorrow. So 400 something miles tomorrow, and I'll be where I need to be in Maryland. I dropped cheese on the floor when I vacuum up. That's all right. Part of it. It's part of it. Part of it. So, do I have many TikTokers in here? Do we have many TikTokers? If you don't know what TikTok is, you're not a TikToker, okay? But I'm just curious if we have any TikTokers in here, because there's some interesting stuff that come out today about a TikToker. And it's something that we all should probably keep in mind at some point in our life. Alright, so if you follow TikTok at all, you should know who Tow Truck Jess is. Tow Truck Jess is a TikToker who drives a tow truck. It's a female. Her name's Jessica. Tomorrow she has to go to court for involuntary manslaughter. She lives on a dead-end street. She drives a tow truck, a commercial vehicle, okay? It's a heavy-haul tow truck. She can pick our trucks up with it. She parked it on a dead-end street in front of her house, and a motorcyclist crashed into the back of it, and his passenger died. And because she was parked in the street, they charged her with involuntary manslaughter. So tomorrow she has a court date for that. And I hope everything works out for her. She's a lot of fun. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, they run into a motorcycle run into the back. She was pretty upset about this. She was talking about it. It's been going on for a while, but she hasn't really talked about it. She talked about it today. So tomorrow she'll have to go to court and see what happens. hopefully it goes okay for her. You know, if you watch TikTok at all, she'll be like, when she gets on her video, she's like, hey, how you doing? How's your mom and them folks? Hope you're having a good day. But, you know, I only wish her the best. Yeah, guys, hey, man, it can be pretty serious, man, if something goes bad. Right? It was a parked vehicle. She was inside the house. All right? It's not even like she was in the driver's seat. The tow truck was parked in front of her house. And, yeah, someone decided to run in the back of it on a motorcycle. And she's being charged with involuntary manslaughter. Totally not right, in my opinion, for that to happen. But, you know, I mean, what the hell do we know? We're just truck drivers, guys. You know? That's the shit for the police and the DA and all them to figure out. But it sounds to me like she's getting the short end of the stick. That's for damn sure. What did I do with the other phone? There it is. That is for sure. Phil, I don't know if she's got a YouTube. I just know she does TikTok. Correct. I agree. The justice system is flawed. So, we'll see. I mean, she's been charged. We'll see if she actually gets convicted or if they decide to go a different route. I don't know. But I think it's a load of crap. I think it is a load of crap. That is my personal opinion on the situation. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So there's a couple guys who live over there in her hometown that work in natural gas. Who they did a video with her yesterday or day before. One of them goes by Green Lantern. You guys might know them. They're pretty funny. It's they're two bigger guys. It's a white guy and a black guy. They do videos all the time. But they were talking about it today. They started her a GoFundMe, or advertised a GoFundMe for her. So she does have some stuff going on because she does not have a lawyer at this point, like at all. So that's not good, because you got to have a lawyer for something like that. You would think anyhow, right? I mean, that's some pretty serious shit. I'm gonna take y'all with me outside. We're gonna go on a field trip to clean the skillet and see if this is difficult or not. But yeah, no lawyer. She had no lawyer as of yet. So hopefully they hopefully she gets one. Hopefully she gets a lawyer, and they get this shit straightened out. Oh, I gotta hang on to this phone tight. There's a grate right here. I don't want the phone falling in it. All right. I'm gonna dump the skillet out. Now I'm doing this when the skillet's still warm. For those of you that cook, you know that's the easiest way to clean any kind of pot or pan, really, is when it's hot. That's why I went ahead and brought y'all out here. Oh, this is nice, guys. It's just a non-stick. at this. I literally dumped some water in it, dumped it out and cleaned it out, wiped it out with paper towels, and it's completely clean. That's kind of nice. That makes it easy. That makes it really, really easy. I like that. Wow. It smells like steak in here. Guys, I'll get to your comments here in a minute. I'm sure you guys are blowing the comments up with what we're talking about. So give me. Well, what the hell did I do with the other phone? Oh, there it is. All right. Let me throw away the rag I wiped out the skillet with. Clean as a whistle, you got that right. All right, Kiana, have a good one. No, my curtains are not closed right now. Damn sure don't represent yourself as a felon. Isn't that the truth? Josh, the very first class is offered 7 days a week. And that's in the sim lab every morning at 6:45 a.m. From there, they give you your schedule. And I think it is based on what day of the week you get there, but I'm not positive. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Here's my rice-a-roni. My rice-a-roni ready to go. Guys, I'm pretty hungry. I'll be honest with you, I may eat both these steaks. Because yes, I have been eating that much. So skillet is completely cleaned. I mean, it's. I'm gonna throw it back in its box, just for writing purposes. Hey guys, that was a pretty simple process right there. Ooh, it just blew out the bottom. Never mind. Maybe I'm not putting it back in its box. The box is dead. The box is going to the trash tonight. And the skillet's just going to sit up there like that. For right now. And I will walk that to the trash later. Walk it, walk it. Now I gotta get some other stuff. So I got A1 here. Well, I thought I had. Okay, what would I have done with the A1 sauce? Let me think. Let me think of where I might have put it. I just bought a brand new bottle of it yesterday. And I cannot remember where I put it. You know, this truck's really not that big. You would think it would be hard to lose anything, but somehow or another, I still manage to on a fairly regular basis. A1. A1 it is. Yeah, guys, 50,000 miles is a long time to have someone on your truck. I mean, I just, you guys know how I feel about it, right? I mean, I think I kind of made my statement by not getting another student as far as how I feel about it. And it has nothing to do with, do I think whether or not it's good for the students. All right, guys, so please understand that. I think 50,000 total miles before you go solo, it's not a bad idea. It would cut down on a lot of accidents, a lot of students just being lost in general. So I don't think it's a terrible idea. But I can't live with someone for 50,000 miles personally. So they're just going to have to find people who feel like they can live with the same person for 50,000 miles. And it ain't this guy. Right? It ain't me. Definitely ain't me. Oh, I'm not about doing 50,000. On some lights here. Pretty much got everything lit up, I think. I'm not about doing 50,000 miles with a student. That's for sure. Junior, it ain't about the teaching part. It ain't about the teaching part. Like I said, I think it's good for the students. I can't live with somebody for 50,000 miles. Myself, I can't do it. That's just me. I've had a hard time living with them for 30,000. My last two students had home time twice during 30,000 miles. Craig, no matter how you train, I mean, you might have the perfect student one time and it work out great for you, right? Greg King. I could have easily done 50,000 miles with Greg King. I wouldn't have had no problem with it at all. David Brewer. I've probably done 50,000 miles with David Brewer too. They're probably the only two I could have done 50,000 with out of the 6. Oh no, I could have done it with Cedric. I think me and Cedric could have done 500,000 miles together. To be honest with you. We just really got along. Junior's in Miami. What's going on, Mr. Honduras? Y'all, Junior is becoming like the major internet star. He is the new face of the Prime recruiting department on the Prime web page. What, guys? I'm just telling the truth. $50,000 is hard, and Junior is a star. But you YouTubers already know that. Oh, Popeye, that won't ever happen. Junior didn't make the training banquet this year. Not because he's not a good trainer, but because he had like one student for the whole year, didn't you, Junior? It's hard to get your training numbers up when you have one student for like the whole freaking year. And Junior had Andre a long time, I think like 7 months. Yeah, a long time. The good old boys club chat. I don't know about that. Right now. Pretty good steak, guys. I overcooked it. It is not medium rare. It's more like medium well. So that kind of sucks. That's for sure. Schneider used to be. Wow, what did Schneider change? All these companies are changing it, guys. All right, man. Sorry, Debbie. Yeah, for real. Bobby, you ain't kidding. I won't. Well, look, I usually eat ribeyes too. These are strip steaks, so they're going to taste a little different to me anyways, because it's not the kind of meat I'm used to eating. I did buy 2 ribeyes. They're in the fridge, but I bought those today. I bought these strips a couple days ago, so I needed to get ahead and get them cooked and eaten before they went bad, because I don't have a freezer, you know. Yeah, I do actually. I was going to eat it, but I'll share it with you if you're here. That's always a fun one, Debbie. Debbie, hopefully they gave you a pre-plan out of Monroe. If they gave you a pre-plan out of Tyson and Monroe, you can just go there and park for the night. It's only like 15 miles. It's not very far. I'll be honest with you, I went and parked there when I wasn't picking up there and slept going to Pageville before. Because they got a nice big drop lot out front. It's a big old dirt lot. I just went there and parked and slept. Yeah, minute. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, but it's not all trucking stuff, Bobby. Not always. We cook in the truck, right? So I can't wait to get home and get some of this stuff off this top bunk gone. West Columbia, huh? West Columbia, South Carolina. You going to that Liberty? Are you going to Cargill? Or are you going to Tyson? That Cargill sucks. That Cargill's the one with the little bitty freaking gate. Oh yeah, that little gas station down the street? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Emily, there's a lot of space in this thing. There is a lot of space in the new Peterbilt, guys. Way more room than in my Freightliner, I'm just going to tell you. Pretty good. As long as I didn't run it over 300 degrees, it didn't pop the inverter. But a couple times I ran it up over 300, it started beeping at me. So I had to turn it down. So everything's got to be slow cooked. Oh yeah, my truck's automatic. Guys, I'll never drive a manual again unless I'm forced to. Absolutely, Emily. Absolutely. So if you guys didn't hear earlier, I left the yard today. I run up 44 to St. Louis, got on 70. I ran 62 miles an hour today. I am 72,000 and some change gross, and I got 9.2 miles to the gallon. That's in the Peterbilt. Yeah, Bobby, it is. Well, let me think about it. Bobby, it is up until like the last 1,000 feet or so. Because you know, the one in the Qualcomm like takes us right to the freaking gate of every customer. The way they got it programmed. The one in the built-in one will take you to the address, not the truck gate. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, Bones. Stopped there quite a bit, as a matter of fact. That's where Brown almost rolled us over. Was at that exit for that Flying J. He got a critical event there. Yeah, vapes, it sure would, man. Throw everything in there in the morning, set it at about 200 degrees, put it on the floor, and just let it slow cook all freaking day. Yeah, the freaking Qualcomm, man. The GPS built in the Qualcomm, it takes you to the truck gate of each place. It's kind of nice. I think it's only let me down once in 2 years. All right, Josh, have a good one, bud. $29 at Walmart. That might have been what I paid for it. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I can go look. Hold on. I can look real quick. It'll be saved in my Amazon underneath my orders. See what I end up paying for it. I paid $32.99. I paid $32.99 on Amazon with free shipping. That's what I paid. Anything going on? Let me check. Got a bunch of stuff on Instagram. A bunch of alerts. Oh, I got a new follower, that's what it is, and they like some of my stuff. Very cool. Used to be a chef. Alright, Junior's back in the house. Junior, you working? I don't even know if Junior's working. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, Ron, that happens. That does happen sometimes. Prime's got some different standards they like to follow. One of them is the number of jobs you've had in the last 12 months. Yeah. Yeah, Papa, I do. Not all of it. Like, if I order something for my son or something, I have it sent to the house, but all my stuff I've had sent to the yard. Now, that might change now, though, since I'm not training anymore. So I don't know. Man, guys, I was hungry. I ain't even playing with y'all. I'm going to eat this other steak. This fitness program, woo, it's got my appetite kicking. Yeah, Junior, I was saying to you, it's been hard for you to get it last year because you you had one student like 7 or 8 months. You've never even been on it? Holy crap. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, Junior. Ron's at Hirschbach. Debbie, I was at the yard this morning. You ain't lying, Junior. There's a couple of them guys that do 2-3 students a week. Busy Blake made the list this year. I did not. Yeah. Me neither. You can't teach them nothing flipping 2 or 3 a week. The very first student that I trained here at Prime has also turned out to be the first student of mine that has left Prime. So he left Prime last week and went home. Him and his wife were teaming. They stacked up a bunch of money and they were like, we're done. So now they're at the house. I don't know if they're gonna go back on the road. I don't know what they're gonna do. But he's the first one of my 6 to leave. I actually sent him a text message. I saw his truck at detail when I was at the yard, and I was like, that looks like David Brewer's truck. And so I sent him a message. He said, yeah, I went home. Albert, it depends. I mean, obviously you have communication between the drivers at Prime that are on YouTube and the drivers who visit our rooms. Company or lease? Alex, here's going to be my new answer to that. If you're asking me, you should probably go company. That's kind of the way I'm starting to feel about it. The lease opportunity is at Prime is an amazing opportunity if you take advantage of it properly. No, Busy Blake turned a reefer, didn't he? Busy Blake might have went reefer now. I don't remember. Correct. Trucking Geek's right. Trucking Geek is correct. Get a company truck. Run it like you would your own truck. Keep track of your fuel. How much you're spending in fuel. The only problem with that Geek is they don't provide them with what it would have paid if they were leased. As far as the loads. So that's the only issue with that. Yeah, you gotta be willing to stay out. Why has Bobby been home 2 weeks? Because he killed it training. That's the only reason. If Bobby was solo, there's no way in hell he'd be sitting at the house for 14 days. Well, I say that, but Junior did it this year. I think Junior did it in December or January. But he also killed it in TNT, I think, right before that. Yeah, but I don't think you were solo, Junior. You had your students still, so you were able to pile up a little bit of money, an emergency fund probably, before you did that. 3.5 weeks out, huh, Popeye? Junior's one of them Florida guys. He saw some snow going on. He said, hell, Andre, let's just go home for a while. Let's get out of this storm that's coming. And then he was at home and he looked on the Weather Channel and saw there was another one coming. He called Andre up and said, hey, man, enjoy that sofa because we're going to stay home another few days. I wish I'd have done that on that one load, guys, when I got stuck up there in the Northwest for a week. Gosh, I wish I'd have been sitting at home. What a waste of time. Yeah, Junior, that's why I'm there now. Not too far from you. Not too far from you at all. Hey Phil, let me tell you something. Junior having 3 trucks, trust me, means he can take you probably less home time than I can. Now, when Junior has 3 paid off trucks, then we can talk. Yes, I just broke my plastic fork. Junior will be nowhere in sight. He'll be over at Prime. He'll be on the training pad like, oh, Al. Junior's got a house in Florida, a house in Springfield. Yeah, we got a Fort Myers coming in. Trucking Geek, I wish I could, buddy, but I'm not going to lie to you and try to pretend I know what it is, because I really don't. I ain't got a clue. All right, Bobby, have a good one, man. I did a couple things, Bones. I worked at a newspaper. I was independent contractor for DirecTV for a while before they went to all company. You know, that's the job I probably still have today if they wouldn't have changed that to all company positions. I was an independent contractor installer for DirecTV itself, not like a dealer, but for the actual company of DirecTV. I worked out of my home. I reported to an office 80 miles from my house once a week to pick up equipment, and that was it. They faxed everything to my house. I went and did the work. I faxed back the work orders at night. And on an average day, I made about $700 to $800, and the only overhead I had was like my truck, right? My fuel, my insurance, my actual truck. So like 2 days a week paid for the whole month for my overhead. I would cash checks there for $3,000-$4,000 a week. It was good stuff. Debbie, I really don't know nothing about it. I just know they're going to try to pair people together who live close by each other. There's a lot of people out here who would rather be teaming because they're not comfortable by themselves. So I think for some people it's going to be a good thing. It's not mandatory. You know, it's all volunteer stuff. All right, Junior, have a good night, man. Will do, brother. Will do. You wouldn't like installing in Florida. Yeah, I'd say some of those attics in the middle of August would be pretty rough. I grew up in Florida. Thinking money? Well, Debbie, I mean, I'm sure there's money to be made if you find the right teammate. Said where at? I don't know if he's asking where I'm at. I think Phil's asking when Junior's going to train again. I don't know if he's going to or not. Junior's like on the training advisory board now, I think. He may not even train no more. He may just run local shuttles out of Springfield so he can be back there making rules. I'm just messing with him. Pretty funny though. Yeah, no TNTs. It's crazy right now, man. The wait. Hey, Junior, I got a friend. If you're still in here, I got a friend that needs a TNT. I think you'd be a real freaking good fit for him. Be honest with you. Oh, no. Never mind. I forgot about that. Yeah, Junior has to take a freaking PSD. I forgot about that. You got a manual transmission. You're going to make somebody's day. Ryan said he used to Skillet all the time. Hey, I liked it. I just overcooked the steak and it's a different cut of meat. We'll see how I do on the ribeyes when I cook them in a couple days. You know, I'll cook those ribeyes in a couple days and see how they do. That'd be the telltale right there. For sure. I got one of these 2019 reefers. Keeps choking itself out when it starts. It's gonna make for a long night. Took it to the yard. There's a recall on it, but they don't have the part right now. And it still runs, it just has to start twice in order to work. It's kind of crazy. Hey, I see people grilling out here all the time. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. This place is filling up. It's getting kind of crazy. The traffic jam out here in front. That's the last of the water for today. That makes about 120 ounces of water today. That should be plenty. So the app I'm using for like my food, I literally just scan a barcode, guys. It's kind of cool. You just scan the barcode, say how many servings you had. Maybe. Maybe. There it goes. So this is one serving. I can add it to it. Now I just manually punch in, add food, ribeye. Or no, it's New York strip. New York strip steak. That was pretty thick, I think. It was not Angus. It was just, no, that's the wrong one. USDA choice, there we go. So 4 ounces, and I ate both of them. And I think the total package is like 8, maybe 18, maybe 16, so like 4 servings. Yeah, we'll just have to do 4. Yeah, she was 1,000 calories. Whew. That's a lot. So I'm missing my targets big time for my vitamins and crap. Coach is gonna be all over me. He's gonna be changing my food habits. I can guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. He's gonna be changing my food habits. He's gonna be adding some stuff to my diet that I am not used to eating. Pilot and Laramie. All right, geek, have a good one. Not at the Pilot in Laramie. And I haven't seen no one talk about Laramie tonight, so I don't know if anybody's up there or not that's in here. But you never know. There's like how many people? There's like 48 people in here, man. So there might be somebody. Somebody might be in there. Let me move this phone. I'm gonna move up front so I can chat with you fine folks from a better angle. There we go. Hi, how you doing? It's Wednesday. How's the mom and all? Sorry guys, I just love that, man. Jess does that, I love it. So I always smile when she does it in her TikToks. Clarksville, Arkansas. Alan, you at that little mom and pops down there? It's actually a pretty good little truck stop. They got a Walmart down there in Clarksville, and they got a mom and pop's truck stop right Man, I look terrible. I can't wait to lose some weight. You know, I was told by a subscriber that I met on Sunday night that it looks way worse on camera than in person. Thank you for that. All right. 2 days ago, Debbie, yeah, I like it down there, man. They got some good breakfast. I always go in and get a big ass breakfast spread. I'll get everything too. I'll get biscuits and gravy. I'll get a slab of ham, eggs, toast. They got good stuff down there. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. It was fun. First cooking in the skillet. When I pull the air fryer out, I'll do a live with it too. Figure out how to work that damn thing. So, yeah, spend money inside out, and yeah. All right, y'all take care out there. Be safe, be smart, and do your best to be successful, right? I mean, that's all you can do. As long as you're doing your best, you know, hopefully it'll work out for you. All right, shiny side up, rubber side down. I'll see y'all again soon.